My name is Noor Taher, and I came to the Parish Players through improv. I was in an improv group, a local improv group called Valley Improv, for about several months, and it was a short form focused improv group with some long form scenes here and there. And so one day I approached my improv director, Becky Byers, and I said, I don't really enjoy much these shorter game-based scenes, and I love the long form, just go out and make a scene with characters and see where it goes. And what would you recommend as far as local theater that I can get into? And she said, check out Parish Players. And so I went, I don't know how, I think she forwarded me an email that she has gotten from Parish Players. And it was auditions for, I can't remember what it was for, the Hunger Cabaret at the time, or it was Almost Maine. I ended up auditioning for both within like 2 days of each other. So the first show that I was in at Parish Players was the Hunger Benefit Cabaret. I think that was its second or third year, and which was 2015. And so I did that show, and then I had also gotten a role in Almost Maine by John Cariani. So I did the Hunger Benefit Cabaret, and then we started rehearsals for Almost Maine, and that was my second show. And then after that, I was involved as crew. I helped out as crew in the Tens the following year, 2016, and also got a role in Death of a Salesman. That was my second play, which was directed by... So the Hunger Benefit Cabaret was directed by Steve LeBlanc. Almost Maine was directed by Samantha Davidson Green, and Death of a Salesman by Arthur Miller. Arthur Miller was directed by Ray Chapin. And so this is extended to my involvement with Parish Players, and I love the Parish Players because I love the commitment people have to this place. Even though everyone's just volunteering, everyone takes it extremely seriously, and I love that. It really gets me excited about what we're doing if I know that everyone involved is... a big sign of commitment is that you're doing something for free. No one's asking you to do it, and you're doing it, and you're fully committed. So that really encourages me to be involved more. And I love helping out at the Grange. I love the place itself. I like thinking that a lot of people throughout the past 50 years have helped keep this place up. And then I came and I did a couple of shows, and it was there. And so I like to also help out in maintaining this place, to thinking that to continue, this place will continue to exist, to be a venue for people who want to see shows or be in shows. And so yeah, I like it a lot. So in Death of a Salesman, I was cast as Biff Loman, and Ray called me and he said, he left me a voicemail, as people leave me voicemails all the time because I never answer my phone right away. And he said, hi, I'd love to talk to you about Death of a Salesman. I'd love to talk to you about Biff. And so I called him and he said, yeah, I'd like to, what do you think about playing Biff? I said, I'd love to play the role. And he said, just a couple of things, what have you done before this? And it's a good question because it's a tough play, and he wanted to know what I had done, if I had experience. So thankfully I had done something which was Almost Maine. So I basically told him what I had done. And he actually had directed Almost Maine, so he asked me what roles I played. So I told him, I said I played Steve, I played Pete, I played Chad. And he said, okay, that's nice. And then he asked me about my beard. At the time I had a pretty full-on beard. And he said, this plays in the 1940s and people didn't have beards back then. So what do you think about shaving your beard? I said, yeah, I'm expecting that, because I had read, before auditioning, I had read the first few pages of the play. I found the script online and read first few pages, and I noticed that Linda, the mother, says to Willie, "Oh, the boys are so great. They're here, and I saw them this morning. They're shaving one behind the other in the bathroom." I said, "Oh, great. So I'm gonna have to shave my beard probably." So I said, "Yeah, okay, that's fine. I'll shave it." So I shaved my beard and I did the play. And then I realized, through talking to people ask me what I'm doing, and I say, I'm in a play. "Oh, what play?" "Death of a Salesman." "Oh, what are you playing?" I say, "Biff." And then they're all like surprised. "Oh, wow, Biff." And I did not realize that at the time what the play, how big the play is, how important it is in American literature and American theater, and how big of a role Biff has in the play. And so I started really panicking about it, and because I have no experience, I have very little. I've already done one play before, so I had pretty much zero experience. Again, apart from Almost Maine, so very little experience, I should say, and I was really busy that term as well with work, and so I said, yeah. So it was a little bit intimidating, and I was cast opposite. Willie Loman was Mike Bachman, and Linda was Kate Morton, and they're very strong actors and have a lot of experience. And Mike had actually played Biff when he was young. So anyway, I was really I felt a little bit shaken up by that. So, but then we started rehearsing, and things went well, and I think we all pulled through. That's also one of the things that I love about Parish Players, is that it has people here have played a big role in my development as a creative person, and I've never been in that side of things before. I'm in the area because I'm a graduate student at Dartmouth in biochemistry. I've never done theater before, or any other performing arts, music or anything like that. And when I came to Parish Players, it really opened my eyes to. When I did improv, that was the beginning of me opening up myself up to that, creative. Doing creative things, and the Parish Players has had a big role in that. I've come to realize here that I can do things, like acting, and people have encouraged me a lot here in Parish Players. So I've spoken to Mike Bachman about acting in general, whether to pursue some sort of training or things like that, and from the acting, from the beginning, from taking the acting on as kind of a hobby, if you will. I've also it opened my eyes to other things. I've started playing music. I've always listened to music, but I've never played any instrument before, and but I've always loved music, and I've always wanted to learn to play an instrument, and it was Samantha who gave me she knew about my love for jazz and through talking, I mentioned something about a trumpet or a bass, and then she gave me a trumpet that has been around in the family for a while that hasn't been used. So that was really that really helped me a lot getting started. And so I would say Parish Players has had a big role in my development as a creative person. Well, actually, during rehearsal, I don't think I've ever during the Iron Born, I don't think I ever got hit that hard or so. But I did during rehearsal for Almost Maine during the They Fell scene. One of the times I fell and my hand was stuck in underneath my rib cage, and so I fell on this side, and that bruised my ribs. And then because of that, we had to come up with a more structured way of falling. Because I'm thinking about my first time coming to the Grange, the first time ever, which was for auditions for Almost Maine, and I parked outside and I walked up the incline slope, and I saw a couple people. I remember one of them, who I didn't know at the time. I think it was Dean Whitlock. He was there, and I think they had gone out from rehearsals. And I was just looking at the building, not sure. And he said, "You're at the right place." And I just think it's a funny, poetic, thing that. I was at the right place for the auditions, but I was also at the right place that really helped me to grow as a creative person and really open up areas of my being that I have never explored before, which started here at Parish Players. So I was in the right place.